Witness, your name and occupation, please. Solomon Starbuck, astronaut. How did this happen? Mr. Starbuck, you aren't looking very well. Will you be able to give testimony? No. Well, unfortunately, no is not an option. Why did you fucking ask him then? You're being accused of the Space Center bombing and the murder of Clay Terran. Please testify to these allegations. Mind if I take this suit off? It's getting really heavy.
Silence!
It's not the weight of the suit that you feel, but of your sins. Prepare to carry that weight for the rest of your life. Banish me to the moon, I don't care anymore. Wow, that was super negative. Is he going to be alright up there? He'll be fine, I think. As long as he doesn't totally give up and say he did it, that is. All I did was support Clay over my shoulder and get us out of the rocket. Like always, I took the elevator down to the middle level and headed for the corridor. Clay had passed out by the time we got to the order to evacuate. I didn't kill Clay, I was trying to save him. You asserted you didn't set off the bombs or murder the victim? But I bet you think I'm lying, right? I reserve all judgment until after I've heard your full testimony. I'm sure you don't believe me. I bet you don't even believe I'm an astronaut. I don't think the judge doubts that. You'd wear a suit like that, except an astronaut. I will say when I saw you in that movie, you appeared quite courageous, though I suppose reality never quite lives up to fantasy. Oh, I guess I'm just a big disappointment. I really don't care what happens anymore. Oh no, he's completely given up. What a depressing fellow. If you were to join me in the clink, I imagine that annoying sign of yours would rub off on the other inmates. Like how it rubbed off on Prosecutor Blackwell just a second ago? Huh? That was Blackwell sighing. Mr. Starbuck's testimony contains a glaring contradiction. The question is, what does it mean? Even if Mr. Starbuck's my client, I can't be gun shy now. Time to find out the truth.
Hold it!
So what you're saying is that the victim was still alive at the time? Of course, he was alive and well.
Silence!
If so, then you admit you took a man who was alive and well and silenced him permanently with this? What? No! Black hole confirmed dead ahead. It's no good, Captain. I'm getting sucked in.
Objection!
Mr. Starbuck, you're not in space. Please give your testimony seriously. It was just nerves. maybe I shouldn't have said alive and well. It was more like he was slumped over. Those are complete opposite ends of the spectrum.
Hold it!
Is that the elevator? Is that the elevator inside the launch pad area? That's right, we always use it to get to and from the cockpit. That makes sense. So he was just using the route he always used, despite the fact that there had just been an explosion. Huh? I think Mr. Starbuck's hiding something pretty big.
Objection!
Miss Starbuck, I need your testimony to be as accurate as possible. Was I not being accurate? No, because it's impossible for you to have taken the elevator down to the middle level. What makes you say that, Mr. Justice? Please recall where the bomb went off in Launchpad 1. Also recall after the explosion in the middle elevator that was engulfed in flames. Oh, you're right, which means... Exactly. The Launchpad's elevator would have been unusable. In other words... Mr. Starbuck, your statement is decidedly inconsistent with the facts. What's with the helmet? Mission Command, do you read me? Come in, please.
Objection!
This is Mission Command. This Mission Command, I order you to pay attention. Stop this nonsense and answer me questions, Mr. Starbuck. My helmet. My oxygen tank. Oxygen concentration and body temperature declining. Requesting medical assistance. Somebody slap him, please. Mr. Starbuck, we are not in space right now. Please stop pretending you've lost consciousness and stand back up. I apologise, Your Honour. I forgot I was still on Earth. I feel like we all just got a real glimpse of Solomon Starbuck, the astronaut. Yeah, seem more like an astronaut now than when he was doing all that sighing. Mr. Starbuck, will you please explain the inconsistency in your statement about how you used the middle level elevator? I was nervous and I said the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I actually took a different route, I think. A different route? I hope you're able to deliver a straight story this time. I'll get right to it this time. Maybe. I mean, probably. Probably. It's understandable to be nervous, but let me remind you your accuracy is paramount in court. Let's see, my escape route. What I said before was a mistake. I remember now. I took a different route. Maybe, probably, with the capsule and clay in my arms, I made my way down to the upper level. Did I just say down to the upper level? Down from the upper level. So you're saying you escaped without using the elevator? That's right. There's a ladder that spans the upper and middle levels. I used that ladder to get to the middle level. Luckily, the fire hadn't reached the ladder, so we could make our escape that way. I need to really try and find a voice for this guy, because... And the capsule you mentioned, I suppose you mean the thing next to Mr. Terran here? Was the capsule that important that you'd risk your life to take it with you? It almost goes without saying, but yes, the capsule contains asteroid samples. Therefore, it's invaluable as research material. With this spacesuit on, Clay weighed a ton, but securing the capsule was also important. I need you to answer to the best of your ability. Mr. Starbuck, please remember your verdict is riding on your testimony. Oh. Maybe I'm guilty after all. I wonder if you can see the stars in prison. I bet it's more comfortable than a spaceship.
Hold it!
How could you mistake such a basic fact? Hey, everybody makes mistakes, but try thinking about the vastness of space instead. From Earth, it takes 4 light years to travel to our nearest neighbouring star. So you see, compared to the vast expanse of space, human error is insignificant. I wish you considered it just a little more significant than 0. Enough jabbering, get on with your testimony. Hold
it!
Maybe, probably. Did I hear you right, Mr. Starbuck? I didn't see either of those things. Mission Control, come in, please. An error has occurred in the sound system. Activate emergency tin can telephone. Oh no! Tin can telephones are ineffective in the vacuum of space.
Silence!
Stop this nonsense or I'll sever you and your tin can telephone. Alright, I'm begging you, I'll tell the truth, just don't sever anything. Apollo, is he going to be alright? I'm starting to think he's not. Let's see. So when we were running away...
Hold it!
The upper level of the launch pad area. That's right, that's what I said, isn't it? Granted, the route does exist. So to recap, you had clay over your right shoulder and the capsule under your left hand. Yeah, it's really important. I couldn't let it get burned up. So even though clay was really heavy, I couldn't afford to carry him with both hands. I did the best I could with him over one shoulder and the capsule in my other hand. I don't think the meaning of what he just said has hit him yet. You know what you have to do with that statement, Justice Dono? Yes, I know. I've come this far. No turning back now. Time to present some evidence. Mr. Starbuck escaped with clay in the capsule, which means it's just like the footage. I can see why he couldn't run, though. He must have weighed over 200 pounds just by himself. And he had to support Clay, who was another 200 pounds. And he had to ensure the safety of the capsule. I don't think I could have even walked under those circumstances. Walking straight forward is probably about all I would have been able to manage. I'm not quite sure what to present here.
Objection!
No.
Objection!
No. There has to be a contradiction here somewhere. Too bad I'm drawing a blank. There was a statement that I thought was strange, but I wouldn't bet my life on it. And which statement would that be, since I'm the one betting my life on it? Okay, if you must know, I'll show you the one I'm thinking of. Time to swallow my pride and let her lend her hand. There must be an inconsistency in the testimony Athena's pointing out. Well, that was helpful.
Objection! Objection!
No. Surely not.
Objection!
Well, that's that.
Objection!
Fucking idiot. Mr. Starbuck, why don't you just tell the truth? The truth? Let's see. The Earth is blue? No, that's not right. So, I guess the Earth isn't blue. Yeah, that's it. The truth, Mr. Starbuck. The oxygen concentration is super low in this area. Prepare the emergency oxygen tanks. Mr. Justice, the witness appears confused. Please help draw out the truth from him. Miss Starbuck, under the circumstances at the time, you couldn't possibly have reached the boarding lounge via the upper level route. Huh? Not as long as this was along the escape route.
Take that!
To get down from the upper to the middle level where Launchpad 1 corridor is, you'd have to go down the ladder. Isn't that right, Mr. Starbuck? Of course, it's the only way we could escape.
Objection!
But how'd that work? At the time you were supporting Mr. Terran over your shoulder, were you not? And remember, he was in full space gear as well, putting him at over 200 pounds. Oh. Well, it's very easy on the moon. Gravity is just 1/6 of what it is on Earth.
Objection!
But the Space Center is located on Earth. Short being an octopus, climbing a ladder with an adult male and space gear in one arm while carrying the capsule in your other is impossible, wouldn't you say? Oh. So, Mrs. Starbuck, how exactly did you climb down from the ladder with your arms full? Miss Starbuck, come clean and tell us the truth now. Engineer, where's the engineer? Oxygen lead detector due to faulty maintenance. What the? He's flying the coop. Help, I'm caught on the ceiling. Help, anyone? Bailiff, prepare the cherry picker. We must launch our rescue mission at once. Well, that's one way to take off while being questioned. I'd rather prove his innocence so he can go to space someday again for real. Now then, Mr. Starbuck, do you think you can keep your feet planted on the ground? Yes, I apologise for losing control. Are you ready to tell us the truth? Not that, anything but that. What is going on? This isn't the Mr. Starbuck I know. It appears Space Boy is prone to deception. Witness. Yes. I thought your story odd, but perhaps the inconsistencies can be explained as the result of a medical side effect. Prosecutor Blackquill, please don't talk about that. What are you talking about, Prosecutor Blackquill? Didn't I already say that Space Boy is ironically terrified of going into space? That's why he took some precautions just before the launch. You see, traces of this anti-anxiety drug were found in his system. Oh? I sense things are about to nosedive. You got it all wrong. I told him during the investigation too. I don't know anything about any drugs. I never took any medication, I swear. It was found in his system, but he don't remember taking it. How could that be? Somebody must have slipped them to me. But I guess maybe that's why I don't remember. Because of the side effects. That's why I don't remember much about what really happened. What? If that's the case, then he's clearly not fit to testify. What are we still doing here? Order! Order in the court! We can't get any useful testimony out of him if you don't remember anything. Well, this certainly explains why his testimony kept changing. Why didn't you just tell me he couldn't remember? I guess he didn't want anyone to find out he was terrified of going to space. Oh, maybe I really did do it. Which brings us to the answer of our original question of how the witness climbed down the ladder of a dead body. It does. So what is it? A dead man feels no pain and makes no complaints, Justice Dono. So the body was simply dropped from the top of the ladder. Oh my, I see. And the defendant could climb down with his free hand.
Objection!
Drop the body down? Who'd do such a disrespectful thing? Besides, dropping the body down would leave marks on the body itself. So you're capable of quick thinking? Yes, you are correct. Really? Thanks? Huh? What's this? It's the oxygen tank from the victim's spacesuit. It's ruptured. I'm sure you can figure out why. You can't be implying it ruptured when the defendant dropped the victim's body. I am, for they fracture easily when struck.
Objection!
Even if it's true, the tank's explosion shrapnel would leave its mark on the body. Yeah, according to the autopsy report, only the knife wound was found in the victim's body. You clearly grasping at straws with this line of reasoning.
Silence!
A spacesuit isn't heavy for the sake of being heavy, Justice Dono. It includes the latest technological advances and is made of the fabric of tomorrow. This fabric is made to protect astronauts from the dangers of space. So falling a few Earth yards would hardly leave a mark on the wearer.
Objection!
Then shouldn't it be impossible to stab someone through it as well? It should, and yet through sheer coincidence, the knife slipped through a weak spot in the suit's structure and found its way to its target. What are the chances? You forget that our killer is an astronaut himself with knowledge of how the suits work. Oh, he's got me there. And now my argument has been proven. Spaceboy killed the victim in the rocket and dropped his body from the upper level. After climbing down, he shouldered the body and made sure the cameras were recruited on. Oh. After climbing down, he shouldered the body and made sure the camera recorded them. There's no room for debate about these facts. It's clear that Solomon Starbuck is the only one who could have killed Clay Terrain. Here, the report regarding the astronaut's oxygen tanks. Consider it my send-off gift. Feel free to use it as payment to cross the River Styx. Hey, this report's pretty detailed. Let's see. Display on the astronaut's left shoulder shows oxygen remaining. I guess that's these glowing sign digits represent the amount of oxygen in the tank. Oh, I'm done for. I'm gonna prison instead of space. Space boy. Yes? Take heart. The bejeweled night sky is still as beautiful even when viewed through bars. You mean the stars can be seen from prison? That's right. Your cell will be your spaceship. Picture the view through the iron bars. It's like being an astronaut in your own craft for all time. That's not a half bad thought. Mr. Starbuck. Black Quill got to him good. Spaceship prison cell. Fly me. My guilt and my despair into the deepest, darkest space. And then let's get sucked into a black hole together.
Objection!
Mr. Starbuck, you can't give up hope. Oh, yes, Apollo. You know, Clay really looked up to you. He said you were an incredible man. He said you'd never give up your dreams and passion for space no matter the situation. He said that. So don't give up now and help me prove your innocence. For the sake of the man who respected you and believed in you, Clay Tarrant. For Clay. I missed something there. For nearly falling asleep again. No, I didn't. Good. You're wasting your breath. Apollo, thank you. I can see things clearly now. Mr. Starbuck. I'm fine now. Thanks for reminding me of my life's mission. Right, we'll both be fine. I'll prove you're innocent. You'll see. And after that, we'll get you back into space. Ah, you've ignited the booster rockets of my soul. I'm on fire. I'm Solomon Starbuck, astronaut, a cosmic hero chosen by the universe itself. This is no time to be whimpering and crying. I can't let you and Clay down. Boulder Dash. The sun, the moon, all the space is calling me. Solomon Sol Starbuck. Ready for launch. Begin the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Wow. I feel like I've witnessed an actual rocket launch. Apollo, you did it. You broke Prosecutor Blackwell's grip over Mr. Starbuck. Can't take all the credit. It's Mr. Starbuck who pulled himself through. If you simpletons are done massaging one another's egos, no matter how positive your mood, my advantage remains unshakable. I have but to wait until the final guilty verdict. Isn't that right, your boldness? Oh. Shit. I can't let up now. I have to stop Black Quill. I have to see this through. Mr. Starbuck just has to make it into space. I won't allow Clay's dream to remain unfulfilled. I've got to destroy Black Quill's argument somehow. Think, Justice. Think. If the only people at Launch Pad 1 were Clay and Mr. Starbuck, and Clay was already dead by the time the footage was taken, the only person who could have killed him was Mr. Starbuck. The only way to counter Black Quill's argument is if I can prove Clay was still alive when they arrived at the boarding lounge. In which case I should be able to find some contradiction in the evidence itself. Let's see. About this data we just received. This supposedly proves Mr. Starbuck dropped Clay's body in launch pad 1. If I'm going to prove that false, there must be something I can use here. Enough of this farce. Your baldness, let's have your verdict.
Objection!
Prosecutor Blackquill, you seem to be in quite an hurry to rush to the verdict. But about this oxygen tank data you submitted just now, it says Mr. Starbuck's tank had 80% remaining while Mr. Tarrant had 0. You stand by the accuracy of the report? Of course. Then I guess it simply means it's as faulty as evidence goes. You will explain what you mean, Justice Dono. Simple. The evidence contradicts the facts of the case. Take a look at the detailed description, you'll see what I mean. I hope you have some evidence, Mr. Justice, because I don't see what's so contradictory. Yes, Your Honour, right away. This is the evidence the oxygen tank report stands in contradiction to.
Take that!
How does evidence present a contradiction? The problem is this part here.
Take that!
None of the remaining oxygen in Mr. Starbuck's tank as he carries Mr. Tarrant. It appears to say 50. Yes, but according to the data, our client's tank had 80% remaining. The oxygen in the tank increased. I see Your Honour finds it as strange as I do. It's bad enough that there's a contradiction, but the increase in oxygen is beyond illogical. My, you're absolutely right. What is going on here?
Silence!
I too find it odd that the oxygen remaining has increased. It would be as odd as if my rations were to increase. But what does it prove? It doesn't change the fact that the defendant is carrying the victim's corpse.
Objection!
I'm going to bet you don't get more rations because you don't abide by the rules. Either way, the oxygen remaining shouldn't increase just as your rations don't increase. Therefore, this new information is critical and we can't overlook it.
Silence!
In that case, you have an answer to this riddle of the mysteriously increasing oxygen? You better not disappoint, or I'll declare the inconsistency as a mere equipment malfunction. Prosecutor Blackquill has a point. It could be a simple malfunction. Mr. Justice, if you can't provide an adequate counter-argument to this point, I'm afraid I must bring the trial to an end. Do you think you can explain why the remaining oxygen level increased? Of course I can. The thing to do at a time like this is turn me thinking around. Mr. Starbuck has no memory of it, but he claims to have carried Clay. So the man with the 50 on his tank ought to be Mr. Starbuck. But if anything, the display on the oxygen tank should have shown 80. There's a clear contradiction between the report and the security footage. So what I'm going to be asking is not why did the oxygen level increase, but what had happened to make it look like it had increased. Am I making some kind of mistake in my base assumptions here? Well, Mr. Justice, we're waiting. Yes, Your Honour, I'm ready to answer. This is why the remaining oxygen appears to have increased. Maybe they were escaping in the opposite direction. Never mind. The opposite direction? Like how rewinding a video makes things look like they're repairing themselves? In which case, I think the one who's going to need rewinding is you, Mr. Justice. Penalty. Ah, I'd rather fast forward through this myself. Oh. Victim was carrying the defendant. Should have read it properly. What if it was the other way around? The other way around? Would you go to explain, Mr. Justice? As you can see, Your Honour, both men had the helmets on in the footage. But it turns out this is where our base assumption went astray. We assumed it was Mr. Starbuck out with Mr. Turan, but it was the other way around. It wasn't Mr. Starbuck out with Mr. Turan at all. It was Mr. Turan who was out with Mr. Starbuck to the boarding lounge. It was what? Order! Order! Mr. Justice! You mean to tell me the person on the right in this image is the victim, Clay Turan? It's the only way the riddle of the increased oxygen level can be solved, Your Honour. At this point in time, the remaining oxygen in the victim's tank was 50%. When the victim was found in the boarding lounge, the tank was 0. That's right. There's nothing contradictory about the oxygen level decreasing. This means Mr. Turan was alive when they made the escape to the lounge.
Silence!
How short your memory is. Have you forgotten what you yourself proposed? Even if the victim was alive at this point in time, how did he descend the ladder with his arms full?
Objection!
Prosecutor Blackwell, you can't earn me with a broken blade. Excuse me? It's true we don't know how they got down the ladder. I suppose that matter needs further investigating. But we've proven Mr. Turan was alive when he reached the boarding lounge. This fact alone shatters your claims and opens the possibility the victim could have been killed by a third party. Ugh. There were two people who claimed to be first on the scene. Can we truly trust their statements? Let's see. The two people were Detective Candace Arm and Yuri Cosmos, correct? You think one of them might have given a false statement to the police? Yeah, it's certainly possible. We might have to do a little more digging. It seems we have to hear the testimony of the first two people on the scene. Score. Come to think of it, Detective Arm should be here in court right now. Bailiff, can you please show Detective Arm to the stand? I have an announcement, everyone. What's the meaning of this? We're in the middle of a trial here. Please remain calm and listen carefully. Somebody has reactivated the bomb. The bomb was defused, but it's about to explode. Explode! A bomb? Nah. Everybody run! I don't want to die. Oh no, everybody's panicking.
Silence!
Headless chicken with a death wish, the lot of you. Calm yourselves before or else. Come on, Apollo, let's get out of here. What about Mr. Starbuck's dream? Who will carry out Clay's final wish? I don't care what happens to me. I'm not letting some bomb blow the truth up forever. I refuse to let things end here. Apollo, this is no time to be dramatic. If you don't get out here, we're gonna die. Come on, this way. Hey, let me go. Apollo, you're a fucking idiot. They'll reschedule the trial. Apollo! Juniper, she hasn't evacuated yet. Ah! Juniper, are you alright? Apollo, no! Not that way! Holy shit.